approach that I discussed. North will only have one smoke here. That suggests maybe a B rush does come in, just completely mix things up. That could be happening right now. Major's boy, he's got the one smoke, and he is towards the A side of the map. So maybe he's throwing something towards A, the smoke to show some presence outside of the map. We'll see whether that's enough. His teammates are walking in towards B right now. He smokes towards jungle as his teammates get ready in B.
Shot from Neo works. That's also going to fall back. Watch the bait. Oh, they go out the window. They don't go by Taz. He lets them go. He wants the position. He's letting it happen because he's going to take the bomb carrier down. And as they turn their backs to the entrance points, Taz stays alive and lets Pasha walk into no one watching. Everyone looking the wrong direction. Magisk has to pull it back. 1 versus 3. Bomb down inside of the site. He's going to work his way back toward them. So fires a shot from the Glock. Know exactly where he is. Good damage onto Snacks. But Pasha in the corner follows through the way that makes 2. It's another kill for him. I think that's 3 total for his round.
So like I said, North changing things up. Their demos are available. They have been focusing on that A bomb site with the smokes. This time getting the Superman purchase, meaning the Tech 9 armor. That was for occasion B. Major throws a smoke at jungle just to show, okay, maybe it's the same thing. Let's make it look like we're doing nothing different whatsoever. And then Taz, ready and waiting as North made their ascent towards the B bomb site. Lets them walk past. Doesn't have the most electrifying performance in terms of the shots. He gets 1 headshot there, but he buys enough time to Pasha, takes all that aggro away, and he can clean up. 3 kills in total for Pasha Biceps, and no bomb planted. So it will be a force buy here from North. Major's boy didn't buy any armor. He essentially dropped some weaponry. I'm not sure what happened there. Did he die after the time?
I don't think so. Doesn't seem right to me.
$0 and no armor. Either way, they're going to go towards B.
Utility goes in. Neo. Daisy back with the MP9, but Cajun's actually overwhelmed him. They've got a bomb plant this round. Pasha, he won't have easy access to this site this time, and nearly doesn't even get that far. His config puts him out at 20 HP. Swap away the gun, give the M4 to someone with health. Bialy seems to be a healthy man. There's a kit on Snacks. Not that far. Aggressive peek from Cajun, considering he's against an M4. Tech 9, they want the information. Speaking of Tech 9, Magisk. They get another kill.
Oh.
Follow up. Bialy, good thing they gave him the M4 to work with, but it's a one-on-one. Cajun's at the bench, and he puts Bialy to 31, but it's enough to win out the round.
Beautiful work there from Bialy. Absolutely fantastic there. The retake, it looked impossible. North had full control of the side. The Tech 9s were hitting every single shot. Majors jumping through the window as well. That incendiary, that pretty much wins the round. Right in the corner of the bomb side there. Takes down Majors, deals with him first. And the Cajun B, I think, had to do what he could with his teammate there on the corner. He went down and then towards that forest position as well. They knew exactly where he was. Good communication from Virtus Pro, giving the intel that Bialy needed. Haven't seen a huge performance from him in quite a while. That's the kill that's key. You can see MSL dancing on the flames, trying to get towards the bench in no man's land. And the final frag coming in. Bomb gets planted, but it has to be an eco here from North. P250s and 1 deagle from Magisk. As we get into round number 3 here. MP9 for Snacks and UMP for Taz. They'll be able to farm some cash going into this one. Pasha got his confidence up. He's in 4-on-1 right now. Going a little bit aggressive towards middle. I can see Snacks towards that A ramp. Playing in front of the smoke, hoping to catch a terrorist potentially pushing through here.
The sewing machine. MP9. Just gets all the way up toward Catwalk with his deagle. Spot a CT in the top of Ticket. CT must have been holding a book because it blocked the deagle shot.
Just get what the reference you made.
Bialy. Back towards CT. Tag down to 35. Snacks gone. AZ finds the kill. So again, the pistols doing damage. They're going to keep the money very honest at this rate. More so, Config takes down Neo. They're going to get another bomb plant. And they may get more. Taz, as he gets Config back, will at least gain some control. They can't go through the vents. They don't have the information. Look at the lurk coming around from Magisk as well. He's gone all the way through to B, and he's going to wrap back through CT. If they're not quick to get out of that position, he'll be hot on their heels. It's Bialy and Taz to work together. Good shots, but not enough to take down AZ. He's on 4 HP, and it becomes problematic. This is going to be very, very hard. Both have kits. They're pinched in completely. Taz gets 1. Bialy goes down, and Taz has to run. He's got to get out. This is a very well respected round from North.
Didn't really have much to work with there whatsoever. Somehow they come out on top there. AZ with 2 huge frags there with that P250. No armor, P250s and 1 deagle. That's all they have, and they win the round. So the Virtus Pro were almost too keen to give up that A site after the first frag came in towards the lower ramp. They exploded towards the site, and then the retake just didn't happen. One by one, they went down, and like you said, decent flank towards city spawn. Taz does survive with the M4A1S. Gets 4 kills in the round in total, so what's the call at this point? North weren't expecting to win that round. I think the bomb is probably about as good as they're going to get if you were to analyse at the very start. They will force into this one though, VP. Famous, scout for Pasha, and saved them for and a couple of deagles as well. They are fully invested, every dollar gone. First shot comes in. North can't land anything, but the scout certainly does. 2 shots land.
2 shots land. Snacks gets MSL though, as Taz continues to push. Cajun at the ready with the AWP. Will shut him down and leave us 3 aside. Fast from Virtus Pro. North with the 1 win. Putting the money on edge. Config getting inside of the site. Bialy had no idea. Swapped to a nade, in fact, as he walked into the open. Gives Config control of Tetris. A little bit of room in the site. Smoke under, or rather in front of Shadow. He won't be able to see if anyone's beneath. They'll chance it. Just glances at it, like around the corner. Smoke towards CT. Config sprays. He's got the bomb though, so he has to stop to be the one to plant it. Not sure what the Molotov in that position is intended to do as the smoke dissolves, but with the bomb plant down, a Neo on an AK as well as a kit. Very likely they just back away from this. M4 in middle as well if Pasha can get that far and upgrade from the scout, which I think he's going to do.
Decent attempt from Virtus Pro, I have to say. That aggression towards middle, Pasha landing so much damage with the scout at the start. Finds AZ and MSL eventually, but that's pretty much all he gets. They will be saving another weapon here. It's Pasha with the M4A1S in the previous round, and Neo with the AK-47 here. So not the end of the world. Won't be able to buy in the next round. These rounds can be a little bit scary, though. They forced buy again, considering they've got his weaponry. Could find themselves in turmoil. We'll see what happens. 3 players surviving for North, recovering, making their way towards A after losing a couple of frags there. A bit chaotic at the start, I have to say, but it was dealt with accordingly. Occasionally saves AWP. MSL with a cheeky little famous stab as we enter round number 5. I'll have a look at the repurchases from VP. Surely they do not force into this one. It wouldn't make much sense. The AK for Neo. Patch on that M4 and nothing really purchased as of yet. A couple of P250s coming out. I think that's as good as it's going to get. They have a chance to win this round. Neo with the AK. I guess we'll see what he's up to. It looks like a fast A round from the north side. Smoke's coming in. More a contact play. Maybe just want to walk and get that first pick. As soon as they find a CT, fully commit at that point.
Jin walks in. Head was showing. Didn't quite land it.
Oh, wow.
Actually comes out worse for wear. They're going to go back in with a flash. Nearly a chance for Snacks to put them all down. Excuse me, Bialy, but good shot to take out MSL. Speaking of config. Leads toward A main. Neo's got good information, but they haven't fully committed to the A site, so he doesn't want to get caught pushing through CT and being a sitting duck because Magisk has gone that direction. Better position for Neo, therefore, is where he is inside the door at the apartments. If they even cross in front of him at all, he'll be ready.
Yeah, Config is trying to show some presence towards the A. You can see his teammates rotating back towards B. This could be their unraveling, though. Neo got a 6 shot at the start of the round through the AK to his teammate. He's got the famous now of the fallen MSL. If he gets 1, maybe 2 kills here, this could be so good. They are going to check the angle, but he gets the first frag. Now things get problematic. You can see Cajun B up on his back, had to use the pistol. Luckily, Majors bails him out, but Bialy, he says no. 4 on 2 now. This could be the recovery from VP. Up to Cajun and Majors, boys. They make their way back towards the A side with 35 seconds remaining.
It's a clever call because the failed lurk and already being spotted in apartments, they're expecting a rotation back to B, which is correct, but they can afford to split up in 2-2s and take battles of doubles because they've got such an advantage. Pasha's going to go back up top of the jungle stairway. Cajun with the AWP is going to find... Oh, the shoulder! Slow reactions! I thought for sure he'd at least get that kill, but Pasha's well positioned, therefore, immediately after to close the round out. VP will find their 3rd.
Nice work from Neo, especially. I hope we get the replay of his first shot because it was beautiful. He pushed up towards short with the AK-47. That saved AK. They didn't force him to that round. The old veteran nails a nice little one-tap. And the cool move as well, when he did that, he drops the AK, throws it towards connector, runs up, gets the famous as well. That's a quick change to give his teammate a weapon as he goes to the backstab there. Doesn't commit to going towards A, waits in his B apartment, gets that big frag there, causing lots of disruption within the North camp. VP take the lead once again. They will be able to buy into this round. 4 AKs and AZ on the Tech 9. Real aggression from either side here, but Pasha now, like you said, the main orc for this side at the moment. Great angle there. MSL walks into his crosshair. Doesn't get much easier than that. bomb down as well.
Bomb is down. Standing in front, or bomb doesn't really stand, but sitting in front of the boxes at the top of middle.
Yeah.
If it would stand, that'd be kind of curious. Bomb just
That could be weird.
grew some legs and ran away.
Yeah.
Didn't want to play today. Sorry, Johnny. Time to go home. AZ with the pistol. He's the only one without a full rifle on the north side.
You can go get MSLs, but it's hardly easy to pick up right now. AZ currently towards the A ramp. He'll be rotating towards Palace's head. I thought he'd go back and get that AK, but wants to stick on the pistol. As we have got players making their way towards Connector, looking for any CT aggression, but the CT has done the hard work now. They've got the 5-on-4. All these crossfires. Snacks could get pre-fired here. He's in the open. That's a nice flashbang. Might find a frag here. Fortunately, the timings and the angle he checked work against him. Ash coming to back him up.
Snacks, good find, and then immediately after he gets the information in the kill, Pash is able to peek from window. He only has to back off. AZ taken down by him as Magisk with the AK-47 is able to follow, but only for one so far, and there's 4 more to find. Snacks as well grabs the AWP. He was just juggling that back. There he goes. He's got it. So Virtus Pro pick up a 4th round.
Looking pretty good, I have to say. It's quite nice. Pash is hitting some decent AWP shots, and Snack seems to have his confidence as well to push through that connected position with flashbang with his teammates. Even when they've got the advantage as well, they can feel North encroaching towards that position, trying to get that mid control. Flash comes over, and he doesn't overcommit. He spots him, waits for the backup from his teammate to come in as well. Pash hits another AWP shot there. 7-3 for him. There's the matchup we've got right now. Neo versus Cajun B. Both from 4 kills. That's Cajun B with 1 more death. Looks like it has to be an eco here for North. They managed to get the bomb down and win one of these rounds previously, but I was up against like SMGs and no AWP here. I don't think this round will be as easy. Smoked out as Magisk, and his teammates go towards Palace. Final commitment coming in.
Shots all the way through. Snacks gets 3 on the entrance. Quick and easy spray. And he follows up to get his 4th. Good anti-eco round for Snacks. Virtus Pro now up to 5. They continue to build. Considering how sloppy it looked when they won the pistol, the next 2 rounds were all over the place. North was able to break them down quite quickly. It's not gone that way with guns.
We're starting to stabilize here. Both teams with full weaponry here. Cajun B without the AWP. His money was only about $3,300. We're having a look at the frag charts just while we're here as well. It's going to be MSL 1 for 7. One of the underperformers for North. Config not far ahead there. That's the problem. 2 for 6 with Config. He's one of the star players. So very early days here. We're going to run a break. He is always one of those players that can be dangerous at any point. Very aggressive and amazing with the AK-47 especially. Number 8. Another default here from the Danish side. So they work towards middle. MSL probably doesn't want to walk into Pash's cross at this time, as they do flash off and smoke correctly here. Snacks will be in the connector as usual. We're playing in front of that smoke. The same flashbang comes in. It's working out quite nicely. Gets a chance of the double spray down. It's just beautiful. Pasha chiming in as well. Doesn't get much better than that. Pasha's hitting absolutely everything right now, man.
He is. He's looking very good, considering we talked about the op changes that they were looking to make on Virtus Pro for some time. He's back on it.
Yeah, looking great.
Cajun B, 28 HP to work with against 3 players. Flashes over, shot comes through with the blind of Pasha. Goes back out with vision and carefully takes down North. So they go 6 rounds now. Again, money becomes a factor. They're starting to accumulate the full bonus, but no bomb plants.
No bomb plants at all. And you can see North getting a bit cagey right now. They're going towards middle. They're getting some basic control, but the timings from Virtus Pro. As soon as they hear the sound cues that they've got mid area under control, flashing over. Snacks using that smoke just to get himself some a bit more positional control. Finds 2 blind players in front of him. Sure, they lost the first frag, but he found 2 straight away. Then Pasha with 3 AWP kills to finish things off. Another eco. No plan for North. Deagles across the board. Majors with body armor, no nades. They'll try and show presence towards A, then get in towards the B site with the bomb. But Taz playing defensively, not giving too much away. You see him just jumping up there, dropping a smoke at a nice time as well. You want to save that for as long as you possibly can when you're solo on this side of the map.
Solo on the other side of the map with a smoke to at least slow them down. Config is getting ever closer. Taz looks like he's thinking about peeking it as well. Not exactly in the corner like he was on the pistol round. He's very successful. Then, let's not forget, made the play that allowed Pasha to get 3 more. Spots the gun in the corner. Taz walks back out, finds Magisk. Pasha gets his head blown off. I was about to say he's going to find AZ, but beautiful shot from the Deagle. Cajun as well as a second one that forces them back down CT, but Snacks comes in. Nade was going to do the job if his M4 didn't, but dropping away the gun will suffice. 7-2 now for Virtus Pro.
Virtus Pro, I have to say, looking like a very strong unit on the CT side. The teamwork's on point. The shots are being hit. Snacks and Pasha is carrying them through these big rounds. Neo's had a round as well with, I guess, the saved weapon of the AK-47, the M4. Very tactical and smart stuff. Not giving too much away, but they're being assertive. They're finding the frags, looking confident. And North don't really have a reply right now. It's going to be 1 kill and, as you can see, 9 deaths for MSL. He has been an in-game leader that's had his criticism in the past for his fragging ability, but he has stepped it up. This year especially, he's looked much better. But this is one of the games he's having a rough time, it seems. Get it to round number 10 here. Need him to start finding some kills. Cajun will be back on the AWP. As I said, it's more worrying that Config's on 2 kills only after 9 rounds. As we enter number 10 here. No double AWP setup for Virtus Pro as of yet. Haven't had to. I think Pash is doing a wonderful job by himself. Why change things up? The M4s of Snacks and Bialy especially looking very good. Every player on the VP side's had their moments at this point.
Nades deep. You do very little damage, actually. They're back far enough away.
Yeah.
Merely a flesh wound, you might say. Config's able to get Snacks. It's only a trade, though. He's already found MSL beforehand. Cajun offsets it, though, by getting Neo, and now they'll back off, fan out. They've got the pick they're looking for. The advantage they need and require to find a 3rd round. Taz goes back up toward Catwalk. That brings Pash over to B, and if they head that direction, they'll be able to play off of each other in a potential crossfire situation. So it's not bad positioning for Virtus Pro, considering they are down a man.
Yeah, Pasha, though, perfect position to shut them down here. They do walk towards being a contact style. Oh, he almost got the collateral there, doesn't get anything for it.
Wow, he was so close to both and gets none. That's incredible. He's going to slip up under the window and try and change it entirely because they know the op was somewhere in this site. Smart anticipation from Config. With 50 seconds, there's no need to even commit knowing the AWP is anywhere nearby. And therefore, they will not all the way back to spawn, in fact.
They still have 3 smokes, 4 flashbangs as well. The man advantage and 40 seconds on the clock. They should be absolutely fine here. Wherever they go, they'll have the advantage. We can see one player holding towards the B apartments. That's Cajun B. He wants to get that pick. Shows presence at this stage of the round. That could force another rotation and leave them with nothing on the A side. It will probably commit at this stage. I guess he doesn't have to. He can just fall back. He doesn't have to walk into the side. 15 seconds. He's be careful here. And now if they do go towards A and that bomb goes down without a plant, a lot of trouble. Bialy still can cause damage here.
Bialy smoke in front. Fickle plant. Won't be able to do anything of it. Bialy has to sit back and just wait for that to perish and then retake the site with his teammates. Or teammate, I should say. No plural. It's just Pasha. He's already back towards CT. Good positioning as well in all of this from Cajun B, because if they head over to B to save the weapons, he's already there. This will be Virtus Pro backing off in a 3rd round north, a desperately needed 3rd round. They want to stick around, and rightfully so, because they can do economic damage. They won't achieve any of it. 4 guns staying alive for North is substantial and significant.
Absolutely is. It's much better for North. This time, the mid-control working in their favour, having a bit more firepower this time with the AWP, managing to challenge that connector position where Snacks had the rifle this time. That, to me, suggests he goes to the double AWP now. That would make a lot of sense, to me at least. You see, that's where he just got shut down. He's been using the M4, wanting to go aggressive in that position. The AWP's against it, though, with the single AWP set up for now. They've got a ton of money to work with. Here's Cajun B in that B bomb site. One of the key frags down as his teammates go towards A. Not too happy about it, it seems, with 7-3 is the overall scoreline. In favour of Virtus Pro on the CT side here, Mirage. Winner does go through to the playoffs of this map. Loser goes to the 5th round, the scariest round you can possibly be in a do or die time at that point.
Smoke inside of the Palace position, and AZ and Cajun are on the other side of it. They want to go because Config, he takes down Bialy. That allows them to go through the smoke. They can push it comfortably. Neo, meanwhile, back to mid. Knows he's got company in MSL. It's all tasks and all hands on deck. Everyone is starting to get their role aligned for North.
It's looking much better now. That's great. They've been focusing so heavily on mid. A fast A execution off the bat. They're walking in. North controlling the situation, dictating the pace as well. It's Bialy that's close towards the A ramp. He's been comfortable in that position so far. Hasn't been kind of a challenge early on. He gets taken down. That's their cue to fully commit as well. Dropping the smoke. The flashbangs come in. Everyone's starting to hit shots now. And Marcel finds a key frag. Config, he gets 2. That's the biggest headline here, that he's starting to get warmed up now and hitting those AK shots. That's what we need from the star player of the north side. 7-4 will be the score, but like I said, Virtus.pro still have residual cash here, especially with Taz saving his weapon as well. 10k on Pasha, 6k for Taz as well, so they're okay, but North starting to make a game out of this one. Back and forth at the beginning, but the gun rounds have heavily favoured VP, but now it's 2 in a row for the Danish side. Here we go then. Chance to adjust. $11,000 for Pasha. Certainly going to be back on the door. He's dropped off in the last few rounds. He's on 11 frags quite early on. Hasn't been high fragging as much as he did in the earlier stages, but a pause for Virtus.pro, just a chance to work out what's the play here, what's being shut down. MSL is one of the in-game leaders very good at changing the pace of the game. He knows how to show trends and certain nuances towards a particular side of the map. Then, next round, completely change it up. Just as Virtus.pro get comfortable with it and seem like they know what's coming every single round in terms of the defaults, Cobblestone especially is very good at just sending 5 players up middle at the perfect time, the perfect round where they won't expect it. And this time, straight towards A. Basic execution, walking up that ramp, finding the kills. Config MSL opening things up. This is Pasha taken down by KGB at the Palace position.
Good opening from Config on the aggression. So 2 in a row for North. They look much better than they did at the start, let's be honest.
Yeah. It's all starting to come together now. Round number 12. 7-4 is the overall scoreline now. Probably the final buy for VP. We'll see if they can hold on here.
MSL already round. Top mid. Has vision and eyes toward Pasha in the connector, who gets pinched into the corner and can't find the shot on the op. Down to Config. Snacks will pull it back, and although they don't have full control of mid, there's not really that much in it for Config until he hits Snacks. Now they can get the bomb back in their hands and start to work toward B, but be careful of that bomb down. Yeah, good idea, Config, to grab that again, especially with a player lurking inside of the window, looming on the other side. Neo's going to rotate back, though. 2-man advantage, and as he gets toward A, it's basically a split. They need to get together, and that's why I think the rotation is going to go towards CT from Taz. Work as a unit rather than individuals. Taz will start, but he's not sure if they're in the window anymore or not. And then decides actually to stay over toward B.
And his faster pace seems to be paying off tremendously here for North. Then his opening frag of 4-on-2. Keep it simple, stick together, refrag. You know there's probably only going to be one player here, if that, towards the A site. Don't give too much away. Still got flashbangs to work with here. Molotov for key positions. CT spawn and Shadow. And Bialy has left the game, but that's fine for now. I think he was already dead. So it's Neo and Taz who are holding towards middle on the B bomb site. Not really much you can do about this. I think they just save the weapons as soon as this bomb gets planted.
Don't be confused. It's not a 3 versus 3. It's a 4 versus 2. The way that this HUD works, they're basically funneled in. Yeah, there we go. He's back. Funneled in 1 to 10, and therefore if someone in the 1 to 5 region disconnects, the other team looks like they switch over. But you were right. Bialy was already dead, so no harm, no foul. Bomb plant in. Smart choice to save for Virtus.pro. But we get back to just 2 rounds between them after Virtus.pro looking like they were walking away with it.
Yes, it's much better from North. They've realised the slow defaults weren't really working out for them, getting picked off 1 by 1. Faster pace gameplay. MSL challenging Pasha at the very start. They are losing a few frags there. Neo should be taken down eventually. There it is. Config finds him. That's the final kill. I did say North win that round. That should be the end of the Virtus.pro money. They had a lot of it, I have to say. He did have 3 or 4 rounds of losses where they could continue to buy. 3 in a row now. The bomb's gone off every single time. Virtus.pro timeout once again. They still have 6k on Taz. 4 on Snacks. It's the other 3 that are struggling. Bialy, Neo at the 3k mark. Similar story for Pasha as well, 3,500. So there is option to buy that. You could drop an AWP over and get our UMPs and FAMASs and try and build your defense around that AWP. But it has to be a very powerful, aggressive AWP. Maybe go towards Palace, get that first pick, and the AWP comes out. It's happening. So here we go. An exciting round potentially here as we go into number 13. They won't be fully committing, which is interesting. So they've gone for that AWP, which balances the money out in terms of Pasha. He was about 6k, right? But now his teammates, he's at the same sort of level pegging with them. So what's the play here? Try and get him towards Palace or towards middle, get a couple of kills, and then win the round of the PT50s. If they lose it, he still has the same money as his teammates. So a bit of a gamble in that respect, but something that could work out for them. You just need a few opening kills, and that could be the difference. But he's in CT spawn. He knows he's been helping themselves towards the A bomb site so far, just walking in. Now Krieg's back out for Magisk. He wants this to be a thing. Never seen a kill with it, I have to say. I've casted him dozens of times and he's pulled it out. Never really seems to have any sort of impact. On paper, it sounds like a fantastic weapon. It should be used more. But it just doesn't seem to really ring true in the big games.
Config starts to go onto the underpass. Didn't really think that one through in advance. Snacks waits to see if they'll get closer. Cajun gets tagged. Lagged by Pasha, who will then back off of Connector. Damage done. And rotate away. Good find from Config. Flashed off in middle, goes back out for Neo. There's a gap in the smoke, but Neo can't collect. Actually, it clips the wall with his own smoke, but he'll stay in the corner. 2 men down at Virtus Pro. If they come back to win this half, I will be very, very impressed.
Oh, for sure.
We've got it again, Magisk. As you said on Train in the opening day, no one ever gets a kill with it. You keep hearing about it, this guy in particular. We'll see if he can finally do it. Pasha shuts down AZ. Magisk got one. You can't forget that one, Henry. Got it with the Krieg. Config will collect Bialy.
Yeah, gets 2 frags with it, up against those pistols on the AWP. Doesn't need too much Virtus play. Still have money to buy into this round. It was just balancing the wealth of the team. It was one player with a lot more than everyone else. Went for a bit of a gamble with that all purchase. But generally speaking, it was always going to happen unless someone went absolutely wild at the AWP. Didn't happen. Pasha and City Spawn can't find much. And we go into round number 14. Double AWP setup does come out. I was expecting it eventually. It's very prolific on a map like Mirage. It's going to be Snacks and Pasha. Snacks definitely well versed with the AWP. He heads towards B this time. Pasha nimbly okay towards Palace. This is what I wanted to see. I was calling for this earlier. See if he can find that opening pick. Doesn't fully commit. Holds the angle. See if anyone walks into the crosshair. And that faster mid play coming in now. MSL beneath the window. Teammates in the form of Config watching the connector. Can they find the first pick with this Pasha? Aggression towards Palace works out for him. 5 on 4 finally for Virtus Pro.
Jump up. On the fence. Get ready to go toward the window. MSL's actually gotten boosted in while he was being watched from the fence, so not going to jump through necessarily. Neo's got to be very careful with 23 HP. Krieg scope. Clicking in and out. Pasha's not going to peek it. High left. We know there's another there. Baited. Potentially. Ooh, Config saves it though. Magisk still alive. Looks like he's playing PUBG. Pasha takes back Magisk. If there were, Neo would definitely need some energy drinks right now to try and heal up, but Config's got such good position. Pasha's read it. MSL from the slow play of North. Remember, you said the fast pace was favoring them. Not going to get much in this round as AZ does at least get one back. He's got to be very quick on how he chooses to deal with Bialy. He won't be able to find him. And it means that Virtus Pro at least win the half at 8-6.
They will indeed, and Pasha with the 4K once again with the AWP was lighting them up in the earlier stages and manages to do the same in round number 14. They do win the half. It's 8-6. After getting that fast mid-control there, North definitely slowed it right down and getting torn apart there. We saw decent connect control coming in from them. But Pasha, this initial pick was great. I love the fact he got towards Palace. We talked about it to an extent earlier in the tournament. The fact our devices ran such a good AWP on the CT side because he moves around. We need to see more of that from Pasha to surprise him and get those opening picks. He hasn't been towards Palace yet. Gets that first kill. When they come back towards A, hits even more. Very nice stuff. It's the final round. And Pasha, once again, that easy shot. They seem to keep giving him that one. And they cross over towards middle. Twice now he's had that on a plate. And it's going to be a 5 on 4 now. He takes a lot of damage. We're expecting him to be there, but he gets away with it.
Smoke lands, but just gets closer inside of the apartments. Say gets away with it. Gets away with the kill as well. Smoke to land in front of the jungle. No real pressure applied though from North to try and take middle. Now that they've pushed the CTs back or at least gotten some utility in position, they'll start to go now. With Bomb, MSL, he's the closest to the entry point. That could be disastrous. He gets found immediately, or not. Molotov ready for the quick switch so he can put it inside of the window after the smoke's gone. Good find from Snacks, though, to get Cajun B. MSL, he will drop the bomb inside of Connector. They need kills immediately from AZ, but he's already down as Bialy's waiting immediately inside of the smoke on the A site. Last player remaining is Magisk, and that's the half done. Found by Snacks. 9-6 for Virtus Pro.
Yeah, after winning the pistol as well, it was North to get back into the game with pretty much full eco. P250s and a Deagle. Blunder from Virtus Pro to give that sort of round away, but once the gun rounds began, they got a spell of 5. They're looking incredibly sharp, especially Pash on the AWP as well. Bialy with some huge rounds, and Neo as well with intelligent plays to win them key rounds as we went into the game. But then North adjusted. They managed to pick up the pace, managed to realize that, okay, if we start as walking in contact plays, faster plays towards middle, we can actually get the frags in our favor, and they started to run away with the game. But Virtus Pro turning it around towards the end, 2 rounds, managed to win the half, and then we'll be 9-6. So still anyone's game by some margin. We'll see whether they can win the pistol in North to tie things up. That'd be great. So Virtus Pro to swap over to the T side, of course. They get 1 smoke, 2 flashbangs. So that pistol meta I described earlier on this map doesn't seem to be coming in at all. They head towards B as well. There'll be 1 player that heads towards the A side. That's going to be Bialy with a decoy and armor. Not much utility to work with there. Maybe he tries to find a first pick as his teammates get ready to go towards B. Defending that site is Major's boy. Silence USP, ready and waiting.
Ready and waiting. So both pistols seem to go B. We'll go back up as Pasha goes to the underpass instead, so we could still wrap this back around. Decoy thrown to potentially bait anyone in B into peeking. No one's going to take it. No one's going to buy it. Boost for Neo. Pasha to the window. Bomb's still over toward the B apartments, however. Easy's timing. Walks out. Pasha's just in behind the wall. If Pasha finds this kill, he controls the rotations, and they will go to B. They're going to rush it immediately. As soon as he finds it, it's on the horses, and quick to the site. Taz leads the way. Magisk backs down the wall to get to the window instead, so he can try and line up some shots, but only gets... I take it back. He actually did get a second on Neo, but he only silences him. And we'll get a bomb plant. Or will he? Watch for the knife fight. It doesn't work out. They get the reload in time. MSL, but watch the site itself because Cajun's still causing havoc. MSL, despite being alive, removed from the picture, had Config bailing out the fact that the bomb plant couldn't happen. He was still in the site and undetected, and what an awkward round in exchange in CT spawn.
Yeah, such a clumsy round of Counter-Strike here. 13 seconds remaining. It's up to Taz now. Bomb down, time ticking away. MSL pinces them in with a little bit of help from KGB as the distraction. It was looking so good for Virtus Pro, wasn't it? They get the first pick towards window. The flashes are good. Major's boy has to drop off, and somehow he gets 2 frags there, but still they recover. It's that CT spawn exchange there. The knife has to come out, and MSL just about recovers, takes the head off. And here's the replay of Major's boy. The awkward exchange. I don't know how he gets 2 there, but very good job to do so. Denies the bomb, buys some time. Trying to work out how that happened. It must have been the player behind him that 1 bullet just he got dinked towards the right. A wild bullet hitting the head.
Must have, yeah.
Difficult to work out from that replay, but not forced by necessarily from Virtus Pro. Bomb doesn't go down, but they do get PT50s, no armor. Pasha with the scalp. He is all in. Hits Cajun B to kick things off towards the window. You can see the blood all over the backboards there of the window. And he gets hit up himself.
Oh. Pasha sits there the whole time with the scout scoped in, ready to get the shot. And as soon as he's going to pull the trigger, his teammate walks directly in front of him, and Neo has 11 HP now as AZ gets closer on the UMP. We could end up 9-9. There was no bomb plant. There may not be in this one before the guns come out. So it shuts down the bomb, trying to work in through connector. MSL goes back out, swings in, gets the shot with the MP7, and then on the M4, Config's able to find Bialy at mid. It's only Neo that's left. HP. A scout and a lot of players who are in possession of what he needs to win the round.
Yeah, well, scout would work in some of these instances, but with 11 HP, I don't think he'll find another kill here. There's no reason to face him, but oof, I think Config, he's got other ideas, wants to give it a go. And finds the timing. Takes him down eventually, that will be 2-0. Like I said, not a full commitment in terms of the force buy. Pasha, sure, he goes all in with the scout, but his teammates just PT50s, I think 1 deagle as well. So they'll have money for the next round, a reasonable buy coming in. Won't have the AWP, I don't think. I guess Taz can potentially drop one, but they're trying number 18 now. Very comfortable one for North. Should definitely tie things up. And the ball's on their side of the court. And on the CT side, and with the 9-9 start of this half, they'll be feeling quite comfortable, especially as they start to farm some money. Round number 18 here, we've got an MP7 for MSL. And csgo just with the silence USP map. That's obviously absolutely fine up against unarmored opponents. One tap them, and just try and farm some money for the next round. Doesn't want to spend anything. Wants to get his orb up and running in round number 19.
Fast play. Try and get a plant. MSL's actually very well positioned for it. Reverse fire. Has to watch Sandwich. Has to watch his right because they'll be swinging out. Neo should have been taking the fight. Gives him time to get the pistol. P250 is perfect, and it's 9-9.
It is csgo, 2 frags at USP, $600 in the bag. Means he gets a nice orb buy. Diffuse kit, all the nades required as well. We'll throw that decoy away probably. As we enter the first gun round, like we said, Virtus Pro, after a little bit of investment in the previous round and no bomb going down, means they won't have the orb themselves. Not a huge deal. They can all use the rifle very well indeed. Or they're reliant on the AWP at all. Last play towards middle. Pasha using the Molotov towards the connect act. See a player jumping down potentially. I think that was actually Config just getting up towards CPL. Easy holding towards the window. They do keep MP7s and UOPs here. This is what we call the bonus round. When you take this lesser weaponry into the first gun round here, try and see what you can do. Normally going a little bit aggressively and trying to play off the AWP to find the first frags, and at that point the SMGs can push forward and find any sort of rotations. AZ towards the connector. Bomb still at the top of middle. No real damage inflicted as of yet. Mash up. Holding behind the mid boxes as his teammates rotate towards A. They still have 4 smokes available, and execution definitely still viable for them. Bialy at the end of the apartments there. So he's got full control of that area. Pasha holding middle, and his teammates coming in now. So I'd assume this will be a simple smoke play towards A.
Simple smoke. Neo's already got his at the ready. His goes first. It was a little bit earlier, but the rest are there. Molotov to counter it because they saw the smokes coming in. Only flashes MSL down below in shadow, but no one else getting in yet. That's Molotov does discourage. Thankfully, the smokes for Virtus Pro's sake last longer than the flames, so they'll still be smoke when they get inside of the site, but not where MSL standing forward of the line. And in the shadow, he finds 2. It's Config that will emerge next with the M4. The USP. Bialy does eventually win the duel, but they've got to get the bomb down, and there's no smoke towards CT, so Bialy has to defend Neo, who goes immediately for the plant. Majiska slipped across, and Bialy couldn't get the shot, could not get the angle. The wide peak works, and Cajun wins the one-on-one, a very quick one-on-one for that.
Yeah, that's down to Major's boy. Has to take a deep breath, knows both of them will be watching. Like you said, no smoke to cover. CD Spawn, they'd already expended those on the initial execution there. MSO, I have no idea if he gets 2. AZ, he goes down. He takes a brave challenge there with the UMP. Wide peek into the open, finds 4 terrorists in front of him, but it does enough. Sure, he doesn't do any frags or actually get any damage done, but he manages to bait enough for MSL to get that double spray down. Cajun B then rotating in from B as his teammate finds the bomb carrier, denies the plant, and gets the final frag. 10-9, double digits achieved for North. Has to be another EK here for Virtus Pro. 4th stage loss bonus, bit of a partial buy with the Tech 9s and armor, but it should be Config, I assumed it is, yeah. He loves to boost up on that short position. Doesn't do any damage just yet, but calls. They're going quickly towards mid.
Shot AZ. Follows up. Spray transfer. Last bullet. We'll get snacks. Impressive that he got Taz and all of that. Fortunately, his glory is over. As Neo's actually found him. By getting inside a window, Bialy getting MSL opens up some possibilities. They know where Neo is. Bombs down in connector. It just was already spotting and watching. Still finds the headshot. That's impressive, but not ready for config. To be so close.
Nice little fast play from Virtus Pro, but AZ shutting them down, like he said. Decent spray control up against the eco. Nothing too exciting to write home about, but they did have some armor, so wasn't the easiest of challenges for him. But 11-9, we have another buy available for Virtus Pro. The AWP coming out for the first time on the T side. It's Pasha currently sat on 18 kills, 13 deaths. Had some amazing rounds on the CT half. Can he deliver an equal performance here on the T side? Double AWP set up for North. They're one of the Danish teams, of course, that do have this option. Config, not known to be an AWP, but he's actually very decent with this weapon. Like, he's been kind of flirting with the idea, and occasion B aggressive, of course, towards middle, trying to find the first pick. Not going to do anything just yet. Config watching his back in the underpass. So both AWPs positioned towards this side of the map right now.
And the patience. For whom will it pay off? Pasha back away. Cajun doesn't have the patience to wait all day, and Neo gets the kill with the AK instead. Second AWP. Wait in middle. Desperate to find a pick. Has to get it now. Jumps off the fence. Does get Neo underneath. There is people that reside, although they are going back off. They're going to go back through CT, and MSL getting the next kill on Bialy. They pulled this back and actually have the advantage if you want to consider Pasha's HP.
Yeah, for sure. They go back towards B. Still time to play with here, but in terms of Pasha's HP, that's a bit of a problem. He's got the bomb as well for some reason. His teammates just run in towards the B side. AZ gets one frag here. I'd say that's round done. You can hear them around him. They go towards short. He's just hiding on the bomb side corner here.
AZ tags up Snacks. Backs away, finds Taz, finds Snacks. Ooh, not finds Pasha. Config gets him. He's low enough HP, but well held from AZ.
The fist bump there from Maid's boy. Cajun's having none of it, but the
Cajun's the one with the red face this game.
Yeah. 12-9. Nice play from AZ, I have to say. Like I said at the beginning, a player that's had his criticism recently in terms of not reaching the star levels we expected from him, that form we showed in 2015, but that's a fantastic round. Held his nerve, did the damage required, finds 2 big frags, and pretty much wins the round single-handedly there. Going to round number 22, and we'll have a look at the Virtus Pro money situation. Maximum loss bonus, not a single plant this half match, so that's a bit of a problem here. North looking like the much better team as we have switched things over. There is a buy available, of course, but need to start getting that bomb down. That is a massive problem. And he's like, sure, with the maximum loss bonus you can keep buying, but eventually it catches up with you, and you do need to start getting the plants down to continue with the AKs coming out. You can see they can buy this round. AK's right, but limited in terms of only having 4 smokes. Neo no nades whatsoever. He had enough for an AK and armor. That's it. No Molotovs. No AWP, of course. That double orb setup still will be rolling strong for North. Went aggressively towards middle previous round. They could do that again. I don't think they were detected at all, but it's up to Cage now as the smokes are deployed to try and find the first pick. Might fire through the smoke here. Doesn't do it just yet.
Cajun waiting for anyone to push through the smoke. They won't. AZ. Flames at the feet. Careful Neo. 10 HP. That'll certainly take him down. Back off gap. Above the smoke. By design. AZ is stepping up for North in the CT side. The nade could be the touchdown to Neo. That was a little bit too deep. They weren't quite in the stairwell.
Yeah, AZ's playing a man possessed right now. Very impressive stuff. Seems to have found his confidence there. Big round. Could find number 13 for North and put Virtus Pro and Nico as well. That's if the bomb doesn't go down. Up to Taz. That's connected control, but Cajun B is watching it like a hawk right now. They won't be able to walk out, but he has got problems. Cajun has to watch towards the window as well. As the timings elude him, and I think they might do just slightly. They've walked out of connector. He hasn't seen it.
Hasn't seen it at all. Cajun, he's let them go by. MSL, when smoke's going in, is going to walk out and spot them. Realize, hang on, they're already in the site. They're not inside of connector where I was going to look. Cajun still gets Neo. You're right, that is the bomb. 42 seconds to work with. More problematic in the fact that they're down to a 4 versus 2. And Virtus Pro went up 2-0. Want to get into the playoffs in their home event, it would be even more heartbreaking if somehow they were to get reverse swept in essentially the Swiss system, if you want to call it a sweep.
Yeah, that means they went up 2-0, looking very good in the initial games, and then go down 2-3. That's got to be the most heartbreaking way to go out of this tournament after turning things around and saying, this could be a good tournament for them.
Now keep in mind, this game is both at 2-1, so it wouldn't put them out yet.
Indeed.
But it's just the thought, because they've got to get back into it. They've got to get...
Well, the fact is that Gambit and Big have gone through. Yeah. That makes that round 5 really scary, right? So the rest of the teams going through already. That's the main point. But here we go then, round number 23. P250s, Tech 9s. A partial buy once again, as I said. Virtus Pro lose that one without the bomb going down. They're in a world of trouble. Have to try and win the pistols here. Bomb still not gone down in the second half.
Good shot from AZ's, or at least has been, where he's been getting his good shots inside of connector. Good positioning, rather. Good shot that time.
Good recovery.
Snaps back. Indeed, it was a recovery because it got a little awkward. Again, he was able to get in the window and swing around them. So they have been effective at least getting window on the Virtus Pro side, but not very successful in getting any rounds on the T side at all. Cajun tries to fast and very quickly flick. Edge of the smoky spot. Snacks. They want the bomb plant. He's going to back off as well. Magisca's the other player left alive for North, and he's not pushing through. He's waiting for the bomb plant. Goes to connector as well. Bialy, AK in his hand, was looking the right direction, but he doesn't have eyes by which to look from anymore, as Neo has to back away. Kits for both players on North side. Obviously, they've got lots of money. Good spray from Neo. One-on-one. They need this round. P250 through the edge of the box does significant damage. It's Cajun into the red. He's on 24, Neo 70. He's going to play it with the pistol. He's going to stick with the pistol, and it's going to work. They finally get around, but it's a 1-versus-1 clutch.
Neo, the old master, 4 kills there. He always seems to deliver huge clutches just when Virtus.pro seem like they're going to slip out of the game. That was great. Fantastic work by him. That P250 headshot through the corner of the box as well. You'd love to see that. Did a lot of damage. And Virtus.pro, Tech9's P250, they somehow win around, getting that first pick, picking up the M4. It seemed like AZ had done enough in that recovery, but Neo shuts it down, made his for that kill. It seemed like it was everything. Occasionally the AWP on his back couldn't really do much more than bring out the P250. Taz is enjoying it. Round of applause all round as we enter round number 24. Scoreline 13-10 in favour of North, but a recovery it seems from Virtus.pro. The first round they picked up in the second half. It's 7-1 in favour of the Danish side. Reset potential is there and it's pretty massive. Did win a round there with the pistols, but still 3 players invested under $0 here.
Pasha's inching closer to entering the site. Flash is over. MSL found by Bialy. He's already gone to Sandwich, but it's AZ that pops back out. He's found by Snacks. Good trades from Virtus.pro. Trades that are much needed. It's Cajun B. He knows they're there somewhere. Where is he going to find the shot? Nearly fires back to get Neo, who retreats inside of the palace. Tag on to Snacks. But a slower pace. Only 1 smoke for Snacks. He's going to drop and deploy that now for Connector. They'll go for the safe plant rather than CT. Config boosted, trying to see if anyone's still under shadow. It's not going to be possible to spot anyone from that angle. So Pasha's AWP becomes a factor. In the post plant, Cajun tries to wall.
And the saving.
They are indeed. So Virtus.pro is going to find 11. This gets back to 2 between them.
It wasn't worth going for that round. They didn't have defuse kits on the CT side. Sure, 4-on-3 certainly possible when Virtus.pro had that established. And you know they've burrowed themselves in towards A-Ram, Palace, Sandwich, for example, as well. Might as well save the weaponry. You've got the Cajun B, AWP, but Virtus.pro, you're right. They're right back in this game. That has shut down the money of North. They've got the force around this weaponry now, and they could go hunting. I think Virtus.pro certainly are. Got Taz towards the underpass. It looked like short on my screen, so they're not really fully committing. They're going to allow North to save 3 weapons there. So now we have a game on our hands. Virtus.pro, after the clutch from Neo, have a lifeline into this game. Really rough second half for them. They were 7-0 down, but 2 rounds in a row just made things a lot more interesting. Maybe a timeout for North at this point, I would say. Continue to save 3 weapons, and if you've got to force around them, I would say this would be a perfect time to take a pause. Now Raga to come in and give his input. And it seems like MSL's opted for nothing to be purchased for him. AZ with P250 is hoping these 3 weapons can potentially deliver what they need to win round number 25 here.
Push through the underpass. Yeah, this could be huge. The only thing that could affect this is Pasha, because he's just walking into the position now. So as soon as he goes up, he's spotted. If he wasn't there, Pasha wasn't watching that, we could have had multiple kills for the just easy sight. Won't get anything more than 1 with the P250 as Taz had already walked in through the window. Good entrance from Snacks.
That should be the round, I'm afraid. Lovely shot there from Snacks. Beautiful stuff. You're absolutely right. Major's boy somehow gets behind him. That's a multiple spray down position, but Pasha, he's too aware. Takes him down. The 4-on-2 now. Cajun B just wants to save that AWP. Looking towards a vent for anyone escaping from the kitchen area. Might find 1 kill here. Hits Taz, but has to fall back. Gives the position away. The AWP is more valuable than that 1 kill. And MSL does find an M4, as we said. North didn't really invest anything to this round. It's weird. I thought they'd force around 3 weapons save. That's a lot. You can get UMPs around that, potentially win that round. I guess they're looking at the bigger picture. They want to have the full buy available to them. They can save this AWP and M4. That'll certainly be an option. MSL, no arm up. Towards the vent and underpass. Could take down Taz. It almost certainly will. Or yes, maybe not.
That's actually kind of funny. That wooden pillar just blocked his vision the whole time.
Misses the shot as well. But that's fine. He survives, does he?
Okay, so misses the shot on Taz, who then survives to find Cajun B and get the op. So those misses actually matter now.
That's huge. That was a 1 HP shot as well. It was a difficult shot, sure. It's like the head and the neck showing, but you'd think he takes that shot all day long. But apparently not. And that means the AWP goes out of Cajun's hands. They can buy into this round, but it's 5 M4s. Cajun's been pretty good with the AWP so far, but their lead's starting to slip away here. The pressure mounting. And Pasha, he's looking aggressive. Doesn't hit the shot, but tried to take down the CT spawn player. Decent damage with the HE grenade from the CT side. 4 players towards A here. 1 at B, that's going to be Taz. Go for a full commitment at this point. No kids available for North. This is a really difficult round for them.
Cajun gets into the firebox position. Thinks better of it. MSL will play the reverse side, but Cajun himself will sit at the triple stack. Smoke toward main. Sorry, Pasha. Have to wait a moment. Speaking of moments, there's 1 left in the round. Minute to play with. Smokes go in as the Molotovs come out. This gets on the inside of it, but MSL. He finds Pasha as Neo tries to spray in. Can't find the shot he's looking for. Snacks gets 2 on entrance. That allows Taz to get config. 2 kills away from tying up the game on 13. And the money is not really anything North have at this point in time as AZ waits behind the stairwell. Just because also sitting to try and save. AZ's just got to get out at this point, but he's not even sure he can. Magisk will evaluate if there's a shot available. There's no kits on the players alive, and I think that's going to be what signals for them to leave, and exactly that. When they do, AZ had no idea where Taz was.
Well, 13-9 to 13-13. Great round from Virtus.pro there. Madersboy trying to do what he can towards CT Spawn at this point. Might just survive, apparently not. Virtus.pro will tie things up and have the lead. The money is in disarray for North. We'll have to take a pause here. Work out what the plan is going forward. They've got tons of cash now, Virtus.pro. After not getting the bomb down for the first 7 rounds, getting overwhelmed by the CT defense of North. They're looking much better now. More assertive, getting to those bomb sites, hitting those shots. Snacks looking amazing after losing the first frag as well. That was a difficult buy for North generally. They lost that AWP from Cajun B. I think that was such a massive deal for them. As you said, it just came down to that one little thing. That one bullet miss from MSL means they don't get the AWP. That could almost, that one thing could cost them the game. You know, the fact that Cajun B had the AWP into that round could have been a different story.
Absolutely could have been a different story. The small details.
Yeah, Counter-Strike's got so many millions of different variables of the outcomes of the rounds, and the money system's such a massive deal of it. But here we go towards B. A simpler play this time, knowing that they probably have pistols. They go towards the B side. Not a huge fan of this idea, but Madersboy doing some damage right now. It's up to Config to find a little bit more. Can't do anything with it, but AZ can. Will be a 3-on-2, but look at the HP for Virtus.pro. Snacks and Bialy on about 10 per piece. We'll see if AZ can get anything more here. Nice angle as he starts to encroach on the bomb site here.
Oh, MSL. The shot to open it. AZ's got a chance now that he's picked up the AK because Bialy's low. It's on Pasha on an AWP, which puts pressure to hit the shot. No kit for AZ, but he's already shoulder baited Pasha with ample time to get the defuse if he finds the kill now. Peek from Pasha. Smoke down. Massive gap on the edge of it. Pasha's going to know the angle. Tries to pull him out. Knows he's trying to bait a shot, but he's working with very small amounts of time. And Pasha's not going to play the game. AZ's looking to get away. It's Virtus.pro that goes 14-13, 2 rounds away, and take back the lead. He gets the kill, but it's not enough.
Saves an AK. It's not really that impactful, really. Virtus.pro got so much cash, even after losing all 5. 12K on 2 players, 14,000 for Pasha. It doesn't matter. It's the score on the board. It's the big deal here. AZ, great attempt, I have to say. Smoke on the bomb. Full defuse potentially trying to bait out Pasha, but he doesn't fall for it. And he can hear the footstep. He knows he wins the round at that point as soon as AZ has to start moving around. Great attempt, though. AZ had a really decent game, I have to say. Looking very sharp. He's on 23 frags and 23 deaths. Died a lot, but got a lot done. And it's around number 28. North with the timeout, as I said. Loss bonus getting there now. Maximum stage with it. 5 losses in a row means you get $3,400 per player on the CT side. Cajun B back on the AWP, where he belongs.
Where he belongs.
Double AWP does come out. Here we go.
Well, certainly ups the ante. Stakes have been raised.
Yeah, there's Rugam. It's a chance to chime in, give his thoughts on the situation. What was looking so promising as well. 7-0 up on the second half. Then 5 rounds in a row for Virtus.pro, who won the first half 9-6. They're back into this. It's going to be an ace out of the attack as well. All 5 players here trying to use the AWP at the very start. Any players crossing towards connector. He gets flashed. Can't get much done with that. But with 5 players here, it almost certainly suggests they'll be doing a smoke execution at some point. Get themselves lined up. You can see them in the right positions to get the smokes down. There's two objectives you can kind of bring to the table here. You can either smoke in, go in straight away, or bait out the CT utility and see what the reactions are.
Pasha's got eyes towards CT. No peek yet. As MSL is there as soon as he goes. It's blocked off by the Molotov. You're able to see through it. Speaking of Molotov, another one thrown. MSL's forced further back. As Taz goes for the open plant toward Connector. AZ's there though. Bomb gets planted thankfully after AZ gets snacks, but he'll find Taz retreating away from the bomb, giving the advantage to North. With 3 kits and 2 kills for AZ in the round. MSL's been patient to try and get back into the site. Shot from Neo. It's going to strike back, but sitting in the open, Config has the AWP. Knew he was at the top of the ladder. Pasha. He's got the AWP of his own and a good read on Cajun. Going to the top of the stairs. Pulls it down to 4 players remaining. 2 aside. Config's got Bialy back and AZ's got the shot on Pasha. They just have the time as well with the defuse kit. It'll go 14-14 and the all-in pays off.
Absolutely. Good lord. AZ is having one hell of a game here from the connector after losing the first frag as well. He steps up, 2 AK kills, manages to deliver a world-class performance. This is the AZ we saw in 2015, and we are hoping to see when he joined this team. Having fantastic impact here, finding frags, close clutch situations as well. This one he delivers. See Snacks walking into his crosshair there, trying to deny the plant. Doesn't do that, but takes down Taz after it goes down. Pasha did everything he could as well. He's having a fantastic game as well. Gets 2 frags, but wasn't quite enough. There's the disappointment. Not too happy with that one. He had a good chance to find match point. Now all tied up once again, 14-14. Once again though, Matt, Virtus Pro, all 5 players towards A. They nearly got the bomb down. They're going to do the exact same approach here. A little bit more loose in terms of the play style. Here they come.
And it was almost the identical play. Same Molotovs thrown even. This time, though, they take more damage on entry. They didn't get a kill last time until the post plants. Now he tries to fire towards CT spawn. Bomb will be planted this time by Snacks. Again, open side of the boxes. And AZ can't get the same effect. Snacks doesn't push him, and he can't find the bomb planter, who in this case was Snacks. Pasha's gone for the rotation with the op as well. They want the post plant set for Connector. Easy. He's leaving the position now. Pasha's going to scope in, know that they're going to walk out and check it. As they do, Taz gets AZ, but then it's all North immediately after. North, who might find map point first. They're on the defuse. Oh. Nothing Snacks can do. He's trying his hardest, but it is North that gets 15. Snacks will try and grab an AWP. Goes in late, goes down. MSL's got him as well.
What a round. It's chaotic, it's fast-paced, it's exciting. Virtus Pro with the same approach I had in the previous round, knowing that the bomb went down relatively easy before. It's more of a retake setup from North, allowing those smokes to come in, the bomb to be planted in an open position as well, but that retake was fantastic, working together with double orbs as well. There's going to be more high fragging potential there. This time from Config and AZ once again. Made his boy trying to find some frags here or there. And Virtus Pro looking for overtime. But Neo, he's only down to a pistol here. Pasha has the AWP, 3 AKs to go with them. They are limited. Surely not the same play again, Matt. This is madness. The bomb's still down at T-spot. I think this will be the fake.
3's a charm, Henry.
No, I think they'll fake it. Same smokes, and they'll go back towards B with the bomb. That's what it's looking like right now, at least. They did deploy the smokes. 2 of them are down, and now they do not fully commit towards B, but they're starting to float with that idea.
Thrice is nice. Now he goes all the way back into the apartments. Beep. Like you say, bomb is heading that direction. Not a full commitment. Neo's going to try and sell it. Taz trades off of him. And the fact that there's 2 may suggest it's more than just a fake. Get toward the apartments at the exact time the rotations are still coming in. Jiska's already bought it. He's on catwalk. He's only realizing now, hang on, his Taz still gets kills. They don't have the information still. He's a bit confused as we look at his perspective, but confused not anymore.
Oh.
Finds kills that are all required. Snacks versus 3. Bomb down in the open. And just won't commit to the peak because he's left alone. No need to give it up at this point. As Snacks tries to bait them in, they'll allow him to get the plant, or will they? Cajun just goes, or excuse me, Config just goes straight in. And North have their legendary spot again. They'll go into the playoffs, and Virtus Pro now go into the very, very scary round 5.
Roller coaster of a game now, Matt. What an exciting finish as well. Major's boy, we said at the start, he seemed like he had dropped off. He wasn't finding that form. We needed him to be the superstar of this team to beat teams like Virtus Pro. He finds it at the very end as well. 2 kills from Shaw, just as the fake seemed like it worked perfectly to